Greeting your web, Jack K. Welcome for another edition of Game & Chill. This is going to be post-commentated and probably a shorter one. October's almost here and my mind's racing with so many other things I want to do. So I haven't really felt up to recording in Game & Chill, and I'm not sure when in October I will record one, so I'll just take a couple minutes before I go to bed just to, at the very least, give an update of how things are looking, because I at least want to talk about the upload schedule for October, because it's going to be interesting at the very least. So maybe I'll just take advantage of the fact that Splatoon 3 lets you replay matches and upload some random ones. I did, even though they don't exist, I managed to get into a single tricolor whatever right at the very end of the event. So maybe I'll just save that for the end or something. Because upload schedule's already looking so tight into October, I really don't want to upload anymore, despite how much I actually want to upload certain things that aren't already scheduled. It'll make more sense when I go over things. First and foremost, YouTube schedule for the month. We're so close to the end of the Paper Mario randomizer, at least in video form, that I'm going to swap things up, and instead of uploading it once a week, you're going to get it twice a week. So Golden Sun Dungeon will still be uploaded, but it's just going to swap upload slots with the Paper Mario randomizer. So Paper Mario randomizer will be up Monday and Fridays, and Golden Sun Dungeon will be up on Wednesdays. With one exception near the very end of October, but more than a sec. Everything else is per usual. We're just like, Saturdays will be the miscellaneous of Game & Chill and VODs, and Sundays will be YouTube Shorts. There's going to be a lot of parts of my casual Legend Arceus stream from a while back, and maybe I'll squeeze in a Splatoon 3 VOD here and there. I haven't even got around to splitting it / editing the Splatfest one. This is all just leftover stuff from my first rank match and all that. And I'm sure as much as you guys would like to rather see the Splatfest stuff, I haven't even had a chance to really pick through what stuff was worth uploading and sharing on YouTube and what stuff was just like miscellaneous padding / me starting to get frustrated at the game for not getting a single tricolor Splat what. So I'm not going to rush myself to upload that. It's going to take all the time I need to look through that, or at the very least take the time to split it into pieces. Back on topic with the Paper Mario randomizer, I just really wanted to get it done this month. I actually wanted to get it done in the early part of the month, but there was just too many Paper Mario randomizers left to do that. So instead, the week from the 24th to the 28th, I'm just gonna slightly alter the upload schedule, and you actually get a video every day of the week for that last week / second last week, depending on your perspective, of October, where just like starting 24th, Paper Mario randomizer, Golden Sun Dungeon, randomizer, VOD, short, and then the finale of the Paper Mario randomizer to end off the month. Now, originally wanted to do things more special instead of just finishing up Paper Mario randomizer in October, since it's my birthday month. But since I gotta finish up that series before starting a new one, so instead I think I'm gonna just premiere episode 0, which is basically officially announcing the cancellation of Coliseum randomizer and announcing the new playthrough that will take its place on the 20th. It's on a Thursday, so it's not really even conflicting with anything else I'm initially uploading, so I think it will work out well for that. Maybe we'll do a fun stream or something, because I definitely will have that day off, but not really much has been planned yet, so again, October kind of snuck up on me, so I had all these ideas of stuff I wanted to do in October, but probably won't get around to. But I guess finishing up Paper Mario Randomizer and finally getting started on the new playthrough that I've been wanting to do, probably for a year at this point, if not longer, will be a treat in of itself. Speaking of self-indulgent treats for myself, I want to do something fun on social for the month of October, but again, things snuck up on me and I haven't had time to plan out everything I wanted to do, so I'll probably be winging it. Essentially, I want to do a daily post sharing more details on Overseer of the Elements. Like, I'm sure people seen glimpses of it because I've done sketches of various characters and stuff and posted it on social from time to time, but for a long time I wanted to really do something that would better explain what it is and showcase some things about it that I normally don't talk about just because, well, I feel like it wouldn't make sense without the full context, and I figured this would be a fun way to give all the context needed to actually share some of the more fun stuff about it. I figured I'd bring that up because part of that idea of being able to better explain that included making videos, and if I'm going to make videos for Twitter, I might as well post them on the YouTube as well. No point talking too much about it now, because I don't even know if any of this will come to fruition with the late start I'm getting, but it could be fun. Like, my idea was just to give some voiceover to and just talk about Overseer of the Elements and use various gameplay to help emphasize the points of what it is, because Overseer of the Elements is an imaginary game, so it definitely draws influences from games that I'm already familiar with, so they can make good visual points. Maybe I can even take advantage of the fact that I know how to tinker a little bit with certain games to better customize it for set examples. That's on the wild dream end side of things though, so we'll see. Plus, as I was taking a break from working on my Paper Mario mod, Sweet Expedition, I kind of realized I never made that video showcasing of the progress I've made so far in it. So, if it wasn't for the fact that I had all this other stuff going on in October, I definitely would just take care of that now so I can finally move on from any self-stipulations that was keeping me from making certain modifications to the mod. I think that's the real reason why I don't want to overcrowd October any more than I already have, because it'd be good to leave at least one Thursday or Tuesday open in October, just in case I actually get around to doing that. So what I think I'll do the next time I sit down with Sweet Expedition is just record myself doing a playthrough of the mod from beginning to end of everything that I have so far. It's not exactly in the state of what it would look like if I didn't cut things out last minute in the game jam, because I did get a couple ideas since then. But now that I finished that one move for one of the partners that I wasn't able to get around to before the game jam's end, I think the state that the mod is currently at is close as it'll be to that ideal game jam state as it'll possibly get. Like, before I got feedback on the mod and additional ideas that came afterwards. But after I released the game jam version, I didn't have to worry about trying to squeeze it in to a smaller time frame. It won't be a perfect replica of that time frame because I already implemented some ideas, but it'll be close enough that I can just record that playthrough and finally let go of my hesitations to do certain things with the mod because I wanted to wait until I released it in a patch or a video. As an example, there's certain parts of the writing I would have to readjust because I'd actually be putting effort into maybe changing textures to make things look a little bit more different than Yoshi's Island. Can't promise that quite yet because I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off. To be honest, I am already like shooting down my own ideas of adding new maps to the area because I don't think I've taken some attempts at it, but I don't think my PC is powerful enough to actually keep up with the map editor. So even if I knew how to make a map, making custom maps from scratch, I don't even think it's possible until I get that editor working more properly. And I'm not sure if it'll be possible to make make it work better until I get a new PC. Which, this one's working pretty fine minus that, so I don't know when that will be. Especially as to get a new PC just for that one thing, when I don't even know if upgrading my PC would solve that solution. It just, at the current time, seems like the only way that I can think of currently to get it to work. So I went so deep in that tangent, I forgot what I was talking about before then. That does remind me that I wanted to apologize to anyone who was looking forward to Sweet Expedition. I'll be honest, I definitely thought that I would have something of an update out a long time ago, but when I made that realization that the two different patches wouldn't be that different from each other, I think you can understand why I would prefer just to wait until it's more complete, rather than just make two incomplete versions that are very similar to each other, and work on Sweet Expedition and Paper Mario modding slow down quite a bit once I start getting back into working on my Golden Sun mod, Golden Sun Dawn of Jin. I've been working on remaking a whole class system, redoing basically all the classes in the game and adding some new classes, basically from scratch. I was going to reference a Golden Sun mod that's well known for being balanced for certain classes, but because Dawn of Jin has new moves and the version 2 has even more new moves than the version 1 that's currently out, I basically couldn't copy that anymore, and it was only used, referencing that was, well, a reference at best. But I can't even complain because it's been very exciting to work on it. Now that seeing the light at the end of the tunnel of that part of the mod building at the very least is really exciting to see. I can't wait to talk more about it because, assuming that everything works the way I think it will, this mod is going to be a lot more fun than version 1 just from all the new classes and moves alone. I haven't even got around to re-implementing the enemies from Dawn of Jin yet, or anything beyond classes and moves realistically. I knew from the beginning making classes was going to be one of the more time-consuming parts of version 2 of Dawn of Jin. That's half of the reason why I was more hesitant to actually make new classes and rebuild classes in the version 1 version in the first place. But because I couldn't even really copy reload it and have it make sense, it ended up being even more time consuming than I initially thought it'd be. Again though, should be well worth it, because there's going to be a lot of fun stuff to play around with. The only downside is trying to rebalance the Jins, the Jin charms, and the summons around all the new synergy and what classes you need to get those synergies. But I'll cross that bridge when we come to it. You know, with everything else going on, it's not too big of a surprise that the Paper Mario stuff kind of ended up taking a seat in the back burner. I've enjoyed the progress I've made with it so far, but considering Golden Sun is my childhood game and what's really been keeping my drive for game design alive all these years in general, I'm not really surprised that when I finally get in the groove of working on it, I don't want to work on too much else. So between that and wanting to take some time this month to celebrate some of my more original concepts, hopefully you can understand if Paper Mario Sweet Expedition takes a little time on the back burner this month from a development standpoint. Hopefully I should at least have the time to make that video and squeeze it somewhere. The only problem is that because it'll be a full playthrough, it might be a bit spoilery, but story-wise, not too much has changed from the Game Jam release, so if you already played that, I feel pretty confident you can watch this playthrough without being spoiled out too much. But if you wanted to just go into any changes I made with a fresh mind, maybe it'd be best to skip it. It's kind of something that would be more so for I'm making for myself for preservation in the future, just like maybe someday when Sweet Expedition actually becomes a reality and I could have this in-between phase recorded just for myself and maybe for historic purposes. That's kind of the reason I wanted to make that video in the first place. And I mean, if I'm spending all this time rambling anyways, I might as well talk a little bit about Splatoon, since, not gonna lie, that's been eating up my time since release as well. So Splatfest was last weekend, so I took part in that. It was fun. I'll admit it kinda got a little less fun the more I started stressing over not being able to get one of those tricolor matches. But I'll admit, when I went online and saw that I was far from the only one having that struggle, it did kind of make me feel better. Because if you didn't see the clip I uploaded to YouTube earlier, what happened was I was playing. I actually live streamed it, so if I remember, maybe I'll link some clips to the highlights of the stream so you can just see for yourself. But the long story short was I was streaming the Splatfest for 3 hours, maybe like half an hour before the halftime report and tricolor battles became unlocked. So somewhere between 2.5 and 3 hours I was playing in the Tricolor Fest lobby trying to get a match of tricolor. To no avail, just about to end the stream. I finally get a tricolor lobby and the internet hiccups. Like, I lose my connection to Twitch, I lose my connection to the game, and I get disconnected from the match before I can even play it. Now, I'll be honest, it kinda left me pretty heartbroken. But if nothing else, it was a fun stream up to that point, so like, I want to share it eventually, because I'm sure there's some fun videos with all the fun matches I had in commentary and the banter that I was having in between matches and just reading stuff off from Splatoon Twitter. Just having fun with the social media posts. It was a good time. And I know not too many people saw it, so there's definitely reasons to share it. It's just I'm not too worried about VODs as much because I already have every Saturday scheduled with something. And there's probably a lot of lulls in that mix, so like it's one situation where it'd be awesome to have an editor, because I don't even remember at this point which parts were fantastic, which parts were okay, and which parts were just meh to watch and listen. But I definitely know there's some really good stuff in that mess of a stream somewhere. I don't know. I managed to ramble on a lot more than I thought I would for a post-commentary gaming chill. It's also almost 11 and I got work in the morning, so I probably would have wanted to get to bed early, or probably want to get to bed by now. Probably should start getting ready for bed like 20 minutes ago, but I'm not too worried because this is about as late. 11 o'clock in the evening. This is about as late as I've been up the past couple days working on dungeons, just because I was really into it and didn't want to stop. Okay, I'm just going around in circles at this point. Hopefully see you next month for more proper game and chill. Like, I definitely still have things to do in Legends Arceus, so I'll definitely be doing Legends Arceus for live recordings and game and chill. Probably even when the new Pokemon game comes out. I don't know, just Legends Arceus just feels way more fitting for the game and chill format than that new Pokemon game would ever be, even if it does end up being 10 times better. But it's kind of the same reason, the same vein of how I was doing Animal Crossing New Horizons for Game and Chill for so long. Even well after my interests have officially moved on to other games. There's definitely would rather play anything else in my free time, but just the simple nature of Animal Crossing still made it a perfect game to play for Game and Chill. Okay, for real now though, take care.